Quick microphone check. Quick microphone check again. How about this? We're starting a little bit later than planned tonight. Royals and Buffalo State will be out shortly for face-off. Stay tuned.
now for the starting lineup for the Buffalo Bulls. Starting is number 2, Tom Holt. Starting next is number 6, Jack Colton. Next up is number 15, Tucker Dirks. Next is number 29, Dylan Sharkey. And up next is number 55, Dylan Parsons. With their starting goaltender, number 32, Alex Talese. And now for the starting lineup for your Redeemer Royals. Starting your lineup is number 2, Hudson Kozlowski. Coming in next is number 10, Asher DeBoer. Next is number 15, Tucker Copeland. Finishing up the forward line is number 19, Jake Voskamp. And finishing up the defense, number 24, Ethan Savaratna. And your starting goaltender for the Redeemer Royals, number 29, Carson Merson. We ask that you would please stand if you are able and remove your hats for our pregame prayer, followed by the playing of the American and Canadian national anthems. Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us together tonight for this exciting hockey game. We're grateful for the opportunity to play and witness another game, for the athletes who have trained hard, and for the community that gathers to cheer them on. Lord, we thank you for the physical and mental gifts you've given these players, gifts that allow them to compete, to grow, and to glorify you through sport. We ask that you protect every athlete, coach, and official from injury and harm. More than anything, may this game honor you. As we play, officiate, and cheer, may our hearts be filled with gratitude and love. Remind us that our greatest victory is already won through your Son, Jesus Christ. In his name we pray, amen.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this evening's Upstate New York Collegiate Hockey League game. We apologize for the technical difficulties a moment ago with the camera. We've got it back online, we think, from our end, and we hope everything is good on the viewing side of things. I'm Jared Meyer. I'll be the solo commentator tonight. I'm usually joined by Jackson Thackeray, but he's participating in a men's basketball game for the Redeemer Royals today. They traveled to Houghton, New York, and came away with an 8-point loss, unfortunately, but some good three-point shooting from the Royals. But we direct our attention now to tonight's hockey game. We have the University of Buffalo State in the house. We will not have a roster for that team tonight, or I won't at least, so I will be giving you their jersey numbers. I do have a roster for the Redeemer Royals, so I will be attempting to give you their names as we go through play-by-play. And we'll see about the game clock as well. I'm going to try and manage doing the commentary and the game clock at both times. But for now, we have Dawson Abrahams coming across the blue line for the Royals. He fires a wrist shot. I think that got deflected. That's into the back left corner. It's cycled in again by the Royals. The Buffalo State goalie deals with it. It's kept in along the boards. Behind the net now as Hayden Fernhout goes to collect the puck. It's cycled around by Buffalo State, number 25. Buffalo State gets out of the zone, but it's slapped right back into the zone by Redeemer. Buffalo takes a chance at a line change. We have Chase Brown putting pressure on as Buffalo State tries to drive their way out of their own zone. They flip it out. Redeemer possession again along the side boards. It's Asher Cabral, number 22. Throws it in front of the net, no one able to get their stick on it. As Buffalo State comes the other way, flips it towards the net. Carson Merson, the starting goalie for the Royals tonight, gets a touch on that. Comes out towards Dawson Abrahams. He fires it in and gives the Royals a chance to change lines. Adam Beatty spins away from pressure. He's got two on him now. Flips it down the boards, tries to recollect it. It's shoveled into the zone by Buffalo. This is Nick Vanderweer coming into the zone. Gave it up to Jordan Douglas on the left wing, but now with Buffalo State coming the other way, Douglas tracking back to get a hit along the boards. Behind the Buffalo State net now, it's Douglas in the corner. Oh, big hit late on Jordan Douglas by the Buffalo State player, and Vanderweer tries to avenge him. Somewhat misses on the hit. It's now back in the Royals' defensive zone. That pass just gets away from Douglas, and the Royals will change. This pass fired across the rink. It's dumped in by the Buffalo State player, and that'll be icing called against Buffalo State. Will have a face-off in their end. Four and a half minutes gone so far in this first period. The score is still 0-0. In the corner, the Royals are hit. As Buffalo State comes away with it. No one there for the intended pass. Instead, it's intercepted by Redeemer. That's number 19, Jake Voskamp. Comes into the zone. It gets taken off him. Royals with the possession in the corner. Tries to fire it in front of the net. No good. Asher DeBoer trying to keep that one into the zone, but Buffalo State escapes. Again, their pass forward not received, but it's knocked down and collected by the number 22. He goes into the corner. He's pressured by Ethan Selvaratnam. And the Royals come away with the puck down the boards. This is Voskamp. Ahead, and it's tipped into the Buffalo zone. Just the one player for the Royals, Ty Story, applying pressure while the rest of the line changes. The Royals really trying to keep Buffalo State in their zone. They have done so far, so much. That one's fired on net. That one's just left. Shot from the point. Cabral collects. Fires it in behind. Comes back to the point for Selvaratnam. He flips it towards the net. Was stepped behind by a defender. Buffalo State now comes the other way. They've got a 3-on-2. Pass to the center. The Royals have numbers back now, and it'll be even strength in the defensive zone for the Royals. Number 12 for the Bulls fires a shot on net. Nice save by Carson Merson. This is Cabral behind the Royals net. This is Ty Story now, dumping and chasing. Collects it himself behind the net. Adam Beattie now fires it in on net. By Ty Story. Not Ty Story, my apologies. Who was that? What number are we looking at here? That's number 14, Jax Ackland, opening the scoring for the Royals. 6.5 minutes gone in this first period. We have a goal. Puck came down towards the point for Beattie. He just knew that he could fire it on net and maybe something will happen, and it exactly as he planned it did, with Ackland getting a nice tip on that, directing it towards the far post, and just found the inside of the net. 1-0 in the first period for the Redeemer Royals. Buffalo State coming into the neutral zone now. Number 4, skating ahead towards the left side, tries to fire a shot.
Second of the season, scored by number 14, Jax Ackland. Assisted by number 6, Adam Beattie. Having a goal of 6 minutes, 34 seconds of the first period. That's Ackland from Beattie at 6:34.
Redeemer getting this one out of their own zone. This is Dawson Abrahams. He dumps it in to Buffalo zone, and Redeemer will do a line change. Back with the Royals in their own zone, pressured. This puck gets out of the Royals' end into the neutral zone. This is Selvaratnam on the far side. The Royals are onside. With Vanderweer in the corner now, trying to loosen the puck. It falls to Jordan Douglas on the boards. He goes in behind, tries to flip a pass in front. There's no one there. A shot by number 8, Jake Hackett, gets saved. Comes back. Hackett pursuing the puck again. Comes back out to the point for Selvaratnam. He looks to get past the defender and take a shot. That one comes back out to the point for the Royals. This is Kozlowski. Fires a shot short side. That almost beat the goalie. No dice. And now it's sent all the way down the ice by Buffalo State and will be whistled up for an icing call. It's a shot from the point. It's blocked, and it almost gives Buffalo State a breakaway, but ACHA Cabral is back in the point now. Drives in towards the center of the Buffalo offensive zone, snaps a shot, but it's saved and covered. We'll have a face-off in the Buffalo State end. Oh, I apologize. I've been referring to this team as Buffalo State, but this is the University of Buffalo, or University at Buffalo. Two different teams, my apologies. This is Voskamp at the point. It turned over. This is number 55 coming the other way. A nice toe drag inside, but it's poked away by Cabral. Story tries to get after that one, and the Royals will keep possession. We'll fire a shot on net while they're at it, and that'll be covered and give the Royals a face-off in the U Buffalo end. He's back out to the point. The goal scorer, Ackland in the corner. That's Carson Torrey trying to lay a hit. It's just inside the Royal zone now. Number 12 at the top of the hash marks fires a shot at Morrison, and that's a nice glove save. He'll cover it and give a face-off in the Royals' end. Face-off won by the Royals. Flipped around behind the back of the net. It's cleared out the sidelines into neutral ice. Ackland trying to come away with it. Takes a shot. Nice wrister, a little bit too high. And Story lays a nice hit on one of the U Buffalo players to give possession back to the Royals. They'll dump it in and put some pressure on U Buffalo as they try to get out from their own zone. This is turned over. This is Ackland. Tries to fire a little backhand. It gets to the front of the net. And Abrahams, I believe, that is after it and tries to tuck it home, but is unsuccessful. It's flipped back into the corner for Abrahams. He evades away from a couple of players. This is back with Kozlowski at the point. Drives inside and takes a wrist shot. That's deflected. This is Story now in the corner. Buffalo State attempting a pass out of their own zone. It gets away, and it's with the Royals again down the sideline. Now it's number 21. This is Hayden Fernhout. Nice saucer pass, far post to Abrahams. He didn't maybe get enough contact on it, but Colton Knox keeps it in here for the Royals. This is Abrahams now. Tries to find his other defenseman, but his other defenseman wasn't where he thought he was, and there was someone in the passing lane for U Buffalo. And number 4 had to hold off getting in the zone, and he was poke checked while he was doing that. Nice cross ice pass to Chase Brown. Now Colton Knox fires it to the player on his left who got a nice wrist shot. Not sure who that was for the moment. That was Fernhout with the nice wrist shot there. Just getting out from behind the Royals net. Attempted pass is turned over. Morrison had to be at the ready. It was Adam Beattie behind the net, tried to initiate some offense from the Royals zone and get out into neutral ice, but turned over. Quick wrist shot, but a save by Carson Morrison and a face-off in the Royals' end. And U Buffalo wins the draw. Comes out to the point for them. Pressured by Vanderweer, but this is a shot from the point by number 6, and it's a rebound. Followed up. Morrison's able to cover it. He was like deep into his own net, and it looked like the follow-up shot might have gone in, but the referees are discussing it for the time being. No motion that it went in, no goal call, and I think we'll just have a face-off. So no change on the scoreboard. No goal called by the referees. That shot from the point just comes wide of the net by number 19. Back out to the point for number 19. He fires a shot. It was blocked by his own player, and they're unable to keep it in the zone. This is number 28 circling back, trying to take it into the zone himself. Not able to. And we'll have a face-off called. Maybe for someone for using their hands to lift the puck. It'll be a face-off in the Royal zone. And to the left of the Redeemer goalie, Carson Morrison. We've got 7 minutes and 34 seconds left in this first period. 1-0 the score. A goal by Jax Ackland, assist by Adam Beattie. About 6.5 minutes into this first period. This is Cabral with a head of steam, trying to go the other way. The nice move by the number 20 for U Buffalo. He dumps it in, and Murison tries to shovel it around the boards. It's turned over in their own end by ACHA DeBoer for the Royals. Number 14 for U Buffalo, spinning, finding the far post. That was an amazing pass. It looks like it was absolutely on the doorstep for one of the U Buffalo players, but no contact made apparently. That puck did not find the back of the net, but there was a gaping window for it to. A nice chance and a nice move by number 10 to evade 3 Royals defenders in a row. He fires a shot from outside the blue line, and it's saved by Murison. This Voskamp behind his own net. Cabral now. Cross ice pass to Copeland, who goes around the left side of the last U Buffalo defender. His wrist shot no good, but the follow-up is put home. And Copeland leading the charge on an almost breakaway, gets around the last defender. And when he went to take a wrist shot, that puck just got away from him. And it was an assistant captain, number 19, Jake Voskamp, there to finish the job, perhaps. I didn't actually catch the number of it, but I think he was the one leading the fist bump line at the bench, so that's who I'm assuming had the goal. If the in-arena announcer corrects me in a second, then I will make sure to also correct my mistake. But nevertheless, 2-0, the score for the Royals in this first period with just over 6 minutes to go. Was indeed scored by Jake Voskamp, and I was going to say Tucker Copeland definitely gets an assist on that one. A nice pass. A nice pass by Jacob Brazo to set that chance up to send Copeland in alone. So now U Buffalo with a cross ice pass. This one's got Colton Knox needing to do some defending, and he does. It's shoveled away by Murison. That one gets away from Colton Knox. They just get out of the zone. Beatty finds a pass away from 2 defenders. As we've got Fernhout down this right-hand side. Tries to flip to the back post. But some good defending by the U Buffalo players to keep that one away from the Royals player. He was streaking towards the back post. This is Abrahams now. We'll look for that same pass to Fernhout at the back post. That one just fizzed by him. This is Chase Brown. Now Abrahams. Fernhout. Again, that pass looking to the back post for Brown. We'll have a whistle. Not sure what the call is here. We will have a penalty as we have 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in this first period. The Royals will have a 5-on-4. And instantly, Royal was found kind of in the middle of the offensive zone with a lot of space, but teed up the shot. It just didn't come off cleanly. We have Copeland resetting in the Royals' end. Comes down the right side and enters the offensive zone. Flips it back to the point for Kozlowski. He takes an early shot. That one was only about 8 inches wide of the net. Fernhout keeps it in, cycles it around, looking for Copeland.
Buffalo penalty number 3, Drew Vanderbilt. 2 minutes for Hogan. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 15 seconds of the first period. Which means that it's time for a Royals power play.
Buffalo's able to clear it out of their zone. Only 1:10 left in the Royals power play. That one will be whistled for offside. I believe Voskamp was in the zone before the puck was. Jordan Douglas to take the face-off, but it's won by Buffalo, or U Buffalo. now with the Royals. Dawson Abrahams enters the zone on the left side. Leaves it for Voskamp. Back to Abrahams. Voskamp again. Tries to find Douglas on the far side. That one's just tipped away from him. Jordan Douglas with some space. Leaves it for his teammate now with Cabral. Fires a shot from the point. A couple of deflections, I think. One off of U Buffalo and one off of the Royals. It'll be last touch off of, who is it? Number 11, Ty Story. So 3-0 for Redeemer here in this first period. That'll end their power play and restore this game back to even strength. But 3-0 the lead for the Royals with 3 minutes and 18 seconds left in this first period. Another goal coming from a shot from the point and a tip in front. We'll find out who the assists came from in a moment. This one's dumped into Redeemer's end. Merson's there to send it around the corner. And Beatty now. Back to Beatty. He's facing some pressure.
His second of the season, scored by number 11, Ty Story. Assisted by number 19, Jake Voskamp. And by number 22, ACHA Cabral.
Yes.
Another goal, 16 minutes, 42 seconds of the first period. That Story from Voskamp and Cabral.
Maybe you guys can already hear that from the end game announcer, but the goal from Ty Story just a moment ago, giving the Royals their third of the first period with assists from Jake Voskamp and Asher Cabral of the Royals. This face-off now in the U Buffalo end. It's won by U Buffalo, but it's kept in by the Royals. That pass intended for Voskamp doesn't get through, but a shot by Asher DeBoer, saved by the goalie, comes back out. U Buffalo now going the other way. DeBoer poking that one away from the U Buffalo player, going the other way, and it's Jake Voskamp now who gets around 25. They're in a little bit of a battle. It's number 28 now for the Bulls of U Buffalo. This one's taken by Kozlowski. Takes it into the U Buffalo zone. But U Buffalo quickly collects it, tries to get it out of the zone, but it's kept in by the Royals. This one will be launched down ice by the Bulls. It'll be number 14, who's momentarily had some possession in the zone. And it's poked away. So there's a battle in the corner for the puck. It'll come down the sideline a little bit and out towards neutral ice, where the Royals have a 2-on-1 with Abrahams. And a nice laying of the body by the number 10 for the Bulls. Keeps that one away from the net, but it's Chase Brown, the trailer, who comes into the zone, gets a pass, and rifles that one. It's just a little bit wide. And the net looks like it has come off of its... what's the word for that? I don't know. It's pegs, maybe, we'll call it. But the net was dislodged. That's better. And we will have a face-off in the U Buffalo end, I believe. To the left of their goalie. Dawson Abrahams will be the one to take it for the Royals. Only a minute and 11 seconds left in this first period. The shots 10-6 in favor of the Royals. And the goals, it's the score 3-0 in favor of the Royals as well, if you're just joining us. This one's dumped in behind the net. And fed out in front, no one was there except a U Buffalo player. The Bulls come the other way. Skating into the zone against a couple of defenders. Some good back checking by Redeemer, and Chase Brown is the one to take that puck away eventually. One of the Bulls players calling for it from the side of the net, but number 55 rips a shot. It's saved by Carson Merson. He covers it, and we'll have a face-off in the Royals zone now with 47 seconds left in the first period. This is Adam Beatty skating with a head of steam down the left-hand side. A lot of speed, a little backhand towards the net. He takes a hard hit into the boards. He already was using a lot of speed himself, and this one comes out in front of the net, and Ty Story tries to get it home for his second goal of the game, but it does not go in that time for Ty Story. He lays a bit of a hit on number 6 for the Bulls, and he loses his stick. Ty Story now with it in the corner for Redeemer. Cycles it back around for Ackland. It's cleared by U Buffalo. Knox gets it over the BD. Tries to fire it to the stick of Ackland. It gets away from him, and it will be an icing call against Redeemer. Let's go all the way back to the Royals' end for the face-off. Only 3 seconds left in this first period, so if the Bulls are going to make anything happen, it's now or never. Unless they should trail by 3 going into the first intermission. But a quick draw and a quick shot, anything can happen. Face-off won by the Bulls, number 12 with a shot. It's blocked. And that's all we have for the first period. Redeemer Royals 3, University of Buffalo 0. We will take a break for our first intermission. We'll be back in just under 15 minutes for the start of the second period. We'll see you then. underway. We start this period with a score of 3-0 by the Redeemer Royals, scoring 3 goals in the first period. The Buffalo U having 0, but they have a shot on net just there. Saved by Carson Merson.
Correction to the second goal of the first period. Goal scored by number 19, Jake Voskamp. Assists to number 15, Tucker Copeland, and number 10, Asher DeBoer. Assist given to number 10, Asher DeBoer on the second goal of the first period.
Correction to the second goal scored by the Royals in the first period. It was still scored by Jake Voskamp and assisted by Tucker Copeland, but the secondary assist given to Asher DeBoer instead of Jacob Brazo, I believe it was initially given to. It's 26 comes the other way for the Bulls. He's looks like he was tripped maybe. No indication of that by the referee. So no penalty ever assessed on that one. Looked like maybe just the Buffalo U player lost their footing and slid into the boards, but maybe a lucky break for the Royals if contact was made, but we're assuming that no contact was made, so it's a fair play. It's the Royals in their own end with Hudson Kozlowski behind his own net. It's turned over and quickly right back to Redeemer though. Fernhout with the pass across to Chase Brown. Gets into the U Buffalo zone, but he's taken off the puck. Takes it back off U Buffalo, gets it to the center for Fernhout. A nice shot comes off the pass of the U Buffalo goalie. A shot from the point low, tipped away. And fired back towards the net as a ways wide. U Buffalo has some time here. They'll lob it towards the Royals' end, and number 10 looking to get a hit on the Royals defenseman, but Dawson Abraham sticks with it. Gets it to Chase Brown, who fires it across to Fernhout. Defender tries to lay the body on him. Fernhout gets it to the center of the net, or the front of the net, sorry, but there were 2 defenders waiting there for him. No luck for the Royals. 3 minutes gone in this second period. We don't have a game clock currently tonight, as I'm the only one doing commentating here. If we maybe had 2 people, there'd be one for commentating and one for the live stream setup, but I will try and verbally remind our viewers how much time is left at each stoppage of play. It's turned over. Vanderweer for the Royals tries to fire a pass across, but it's now U Buffalo going down the other way. Number 4 comes into the zone here. Fires a wrister on net. It's a blocker saved by Merson, and it's flipped towards the front of the net again. It's collected by Redeemer. It's Jordan Douglas. It's sent in. Douglas after it. No one with him yet. But Colton Knox might get on the end of this in the far corner for the Royals. And the net has been dislodged. And we will have a face-off. With 16 minutes left in the second period. The shot's 12-9 for Redeemer. And the score also 3-0 for the Royals over the visiting Buffalo University Bulls.
intermission game show. If your ticket has the number 7822391, if that is your number, head over to the entrance to the stand. Once again, that number is 7822391. Head over to the entrance to the stand if that is your number.
Referees having a prolonged discussion with one of the coaches behind the bench of Buffalo U, but play will resume now. It's dumped in towards the Royals' end as Colton Knox is back to collect it. Sent forward by Beatty. Now DeBoer will have it in the offensive zone. Now Jake Voskamp with 2 on him in the corner. Tries to drive around behind the net. Maybe look for a pass out front. He's still hanging on to it. He finds DeBoer in the slot. And that one takes a deflection and up and over the netting. It will be a face-off to the right of Buffalo U's goalie. Oh. Copeland now behind the net. Now Buffalo U coming the other way. Good defensive work by the Royals to break up that play. Number 19 trying to give clearance for the Bulls and does. That pass gets away from Kozlowski and is back with Merson. He flips it around the boards. Oh, and that nifty stick work by whoever that was on the boards there. I believe it's Copeland, who now has the puck driving into the offensive zone. He leaves it for Voskamp. That's what got one of the Royals their goals in the first period. Voskamp tries the little tuck between the legs and shot. I think it just hit the side of the net. And that was nifty work by Jake Voskamp as the Bulls come the other way. Nice poke check by Jax Ackland, the first goal scorer for the Royals this evening. Fires a shot on net. That was powerful. Saved by the goalie. Number 15 is after this one for the Bulls. Cabral spins away from him, but he's turned over by number 55. Carson Torrey will get this one clear for the Royals. It will still stay in their zone. The U Buffalo player goes to the ground. Now it's in neutral ice. Ackland going after it. Can't keep hold of it. It's sent back into the Royals zone. We'll see if Morrison has to come for it, but no, Asher Cabral is back to deal with it. Sent up the boards for Jax Ackland. Tries to flip it into the center of the ice, and it's sent back behind the Royals net. Just under 14 minutes to go here in the second period. A quick shot by U Buffalo, number 55 on net. And that puck by the Royals was definitely sent over the glass and caught by the netting, but no stoppage of play happened. A hit now on Ty Story. He'll hit the ice and go to the bench immediately. He's skating off by his own power, so that's a good sign, but shaken up it seems. It's now number 12 getting into the zone. Driving down the right side, looking for a wraparound maybe, or to fire it to the top of the zone. But we'll have a whistle on the play before anyone could get a shot off. I think it's the net being dislodged again. It seems to happen a lot in these games. Unfortunate to have that stop play in terms of when the Bulls had a chance from the top of the zone. They were about to fire that one on net. But they'll get a face-off. There's a consolation for it. It'll be number 12. They'll keep it in. And that's Abrahams was tripped up by the skate of another player, it seems, but we've got Chase Brown going the other way down the right side. A nice defense by the Buffalo U player. Did the sliding poke check. He laid the body to get the puck away from Chase Brown on the right side. This one comes all the way down the other end for an icing call. We'll now be back in U Buffalo's end. Face-off won by Abrahams of the Royals. Fired into the corner. Chase Brown has it behind the net. Tries to spin away from pressure. Abrahams again. Looking for a pass out front. Colton Knox wanted it. Abrahams will hang on to it, but it's taken away from him. Number 12 now coming through the neutral zone. It's a 3-on-3. He tries to fire a pass in, but that's intercepted. It's in the corner, battled for by both teams. The Bulls come away with it. It's back to the point. Now 25. It has no choice but to dump it in, and now the Royals will come away with it through neutral ice, but it's kept by Hayden Fernhout. He'll go outside the right end of the offensive zone. It's fired across to Abrahams. He tries to find Chase Brown in front, but that pass is deflected. Bulls now going the other way. Abrahams with a nice poke check in neutral ice. Fired down the boards, and it's now Adam Beattie with it. Beattie flips it to a player just outside the attacking zone, but it'll come now the other way with U Buffalo. A big hit by Colton Knox on the number 13, who was coming into the offensive zone. Nice spin by Nick Vanderweer. Fired a shot. That was just on the near side. That's Jake Hackett now. Back to the point for Kozlowski. Hackett. That shot was just wide. I believe it was a low pass, but just wide of the net. Those passes still can go in. Jordan Douglas and Hackett now in the... Oh, big hit. It looks like he only caught a little bit of Hudson Kozlowski there, but took a lot of that force into the boards. It did number 20 for U Buffalo. As Jacob Brazo gives him one right back. That was the player who just tried to hammer Kozlowski a moment ago. It's Jacob Oskamp. Taking it with the outside of his stick, one-handed. Can't find a pass. It's back out to the point. Fed in. Distributed by the Bulls goalie. A nice attempt at a cross-ice pass by Copeland. No good, and it's number 19 now for the Bulls coming the other way into the zone. Tried to tee up a shot for number 20. Royals now the other way with a 3-on-2. Don't know who that is on the far side. Tries to shovel it up front to Asher Cabral. Gets past him. It's been a long stretch of play. Under 10 minutes now to go. 9:40 in the second period. The score is still 3-0 for the Royals. And our camera's gone out. Again, we'll try and attend to this and be right back. Thank you everyone for your patience. We are back online now with the camera, as you will have seen. If you were paying attention, you almost saw Colton Knox send one into the top corner there a minute ago, as the Royals are on a power play for the next minute and 10 seconds. With just under 5 minutes left in the second period, the score is still 3-0 for Redeemer. This is Asher Cabral, now Jordan Douglas. Driving around a player without a stick, tries to flip that one in, just goes over the net. Jake Voskamp trying to shove that one across the point. It's intercepted, and he's tripped, but no call, and he trips back. That one is called, but not the first one. Voskamp upset. He unfortunately can't complain that his call wasn't tripping, but he maybe could complain that the one on him wasn't called. But unfortunately, the referee detected his, and it'll put him in the box for 2 minutes. The Royals were on a man advantage. Now it'll be even strength for 47 seconds, and then U Buffalo will have a minute 13-second power play.
Receiver penalty to number 19, James Voskamp. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 28 seconds of the second period.
And an icing called right off the bat by Redeemer. Face-off won by the Bulls. Shot from the point. Played away with the stick by Murison. Big hit by Jacob Brazo in the defensive zone, and this is Hudson Kozlowski with the puck. He's almost stick lifted. He gets around a couple of defenders, and now a third. Kozlowski all the way. See if he can get a shot off. He does. Pad save by the U Buffalo goalie. I believe there was another Redeemer player. I think it was Chase Brown on the doorstep off that rebound, but now he feeds it back into Jake Hackett. Uses the body well to give Chase Brown a chance at a scoring opportunity. A couple shots for the Royals, none of them finding the back of the net. Hackett keeps the puck in. That one's flipped high into neutral ice. The Royals now down a man. Killing off this penalty for the next 50 seconds. Number 6 flips the puck into the zone. Chases it down and gets it behind the Royals net. Now number 28 flips it into the corner. Number 4 finds an open player on the far side, just whiffs a little bit on that shot, and it's cleared around the boards by the Royals. 20 seconds now left in the penalty kill for Redeemer. This is U Buffalo coming the other way. A big hit on Beatty on the side of the boards. Nothing called, but U Buffalo now with possession. As that power play expires, Jake Voskamp returns to the ice, and now they could swing him. Oh, they could send him in alone, but that puck was just sent behind the net. But Voskamp gets there first, as he was just coming out of the box and was still in neutral ice when Redeemer gained possession. He tries to hit a U Buffalo player behind the net, but he skips away from that. This is now Asher DeBoer. He looks for Copeland in the middle of the ice. This is Voskamp. Sends it back in for Copeland. Has DeBoer in front. Gets past DeBoer, and now it's the U Buffalo player in. It's a 2-on-1. He fires the shot just short side. It's a bit high. The Royals now coming down the other way, a 3-on-3. Copeland gets around a defender. It's Voskamp now. Tight angle shot. I'm not sure whether that went around behind the net or behind the Buffalo goalie, but just didn't go in. Good defending by Colton Knox. Abraham's the other way. Sends that one off the near post. But the U Buffalo goalie had his pad against the post, so I don't think that was going in regardless. This is number 13 for the Bulls. Fires a shot at Murison. And it's held onto by the Redeemer netminder. And will be a face-off in Redeemer's own zone. As we have a minute and 15 seconds left in this second period. Score still 3-0. We had 3 goals in the first period, none so far in this second period. Face-off won by Redeemer. It's flipped down the boards, but it's kept in by U Buffalo. This one comes in front of the net. And it's poked away by Murison. I think some of the Royals players taking exception as the one Bulls player kind of collided with the Redeemer goalie, but hopefully it was just inadvertent contact, nothing intentional. They share a fist bump after the goalie and the player. But it looks like it was a chance in front, but also I think the play was whistled because the Redeemer net came off, was dislodged and had to be reset. But now we'll have a face-off to the right of the Redeemer netminder, Carson Murison, with 1:07 left on the clock. Number 13 getting kicked out from the face-off. Will be replaced by number 33 as the Royals win it. The Beatty to clear in his own end. Doesn't get great contact with that. It's behind the net now for U Buffalo. A big hit by U Buffalo as it goes the other way now for the Royals. Chase Brown has Fernhout at the back post. Play is whistled to a stop as Fernhout was just about to take a shot, and there's a little bit of extracurriculars happening behind the Buffalo State net. A couple players trying to settle the dispute with their fists. They were stopped in the early stages of it, but it looks like we'll probably have a couple penalties being handed out, probably one each way. But I think this all started with the hit behind the net in the Royals zone. A big open ice hit. I think the Royals and maybe both squads have been unhappy with some of the officiating in terms of there maybe should have been some calls that have been made that should have been made but have not been. And when you let certain plays like that go, it just gives players a license to do it again because they're not getting called for it. So it's important to keep a tight reins on the unnecessary physical contact. Feels like maybe we've seen that get a little bit away from the referees, but doing officiating for soccer in the past, at least myself, I know it's not an easy role to be making calls right in the moment, especially if you don't get a good look at something. So we give our referees the benefit of the doubt in terms of the game that they're officiating, and we just hope that no one comes away with any unnecessary injuries because of any contact that goes unpunished. But we have just about 50 seconds left in the second period as we see a couple players go to the box. Looks like 2 for Redeemer and 1 for U Buffalo. Not sure exactly who it is in the box for the Royals. Looks like the scoreboard maybe indicates number 4, which would be Dawson Abrahams for Redeemer. The second player not indicated. Regardless, we'll have 4-on-4 for the next few minutes. The shots currently 21-13 in favor of Redeemer, and the score still 3-0. 50 seconds left in the second period. A draw won by Buffalo. And that one almost came out of the zone, it looked like. Back out to the point for the Bulls. Slap shot. Nice glove save by Murison. Tensions are a little bit high, it seems, between these two teams as this period winds to a close. 33 seconds left. Number 55. And number 4 firing a shot through some traffic. Murison did well to get a glove on that, but it seemed like his body was in front of the puck. But yet another face-off to the left of Carson Murison with 24 seconds on the clock. And Beatty collects that puck and sends it down ice. And 12 seconds left. Buffalo in their own end. And Jake Hackett turns them over. Only has a few seconds to capitalize. This puck comes back out to neutral ice and doesn't look like anyone will have the final say in terms of getting a shot on net. As the second period expires, the score is still 3-0 for the Redeemer Royals, 0 for the University at Buffalo State Bulls. No change in the scoreboard this period.
Buffalo Bulls 0. Shots on goal for the Royals 21 and for the Bulls 15.
We'll take a 15-minute break and see you again for the start of the third period. And the puck has been dropped at the start of this third period in this game between the Redeemer Royals and the University of Buffalo Bulls. The Bulls with the puck. Send it into the Redeemer zone. Carson Merson's out of his net to deal with it. Fires it back around the boards. It's towards the point. The Royals on the penalty kill to start this period. Still 40 seconds left in it. Buffalo wins the face-off. It's at the top of the point. Swing it to the other side. The shot is saved by Merson. Looks like it wasn't going to hit the net anyways, but can never be too safe. It's kept in by Buffalo. Now into the slot. That puck just got away from that player, and now it's Voskamp down the other way giving chase as the goalie comes out of his net. Voskamp, if he had been able to get the puck, would have had a shot on net, but was unable to as number 22 comes into the Royal zone. Around the right side. Now hit the outside of the net. Back up to the point for number 6. The Royals trying to get away. If they could it be a 2-on-1. Ty Story, I believe, just unable to get the puck off the Buffalo player there. Big hit, open ice. Jack Sackland hit by one of the Bulls players. The Royals behind their net. It's a pass intended for someone, received by nobody, but the eventual shot was deflected off of Ty Story, and it's right back with him as he goes down into the Bulls' end. His pass out front didn't get anywhere, and it'll be 55 coming the other way for the Bulls. And now number 13 with a shot. That one's short side. Dawson Abrahams in neutral ice. Dumps it in. He'll come collected in the far corner only for a moment as Carson Torrey attempts to put a hit on one of the Bulls players, but they get out of their own zone with number 28 down the left-hand side. Leaves it for 15. He cuts inside, but he's poke checked, and now it's the Royals the other way with Nick Vanderweer. He slides into the boards. Skates first, luckily not head first, and he'll get up a little bit, maybe of a limp as he makes his way to the bench. Maybe just shaken up, but we hope he's all right. This is Jordan Douglas. 2-on-2 could spring here. Is this Chase Brown? A nifty move, but doesn't get a shot off as there's some contact at the blue line, but no call as the puck comes down all the way to the Royals' end, and Buffalo will change their line. A cross-ice pass again, going to no one for the Royals, and Abrahams looks like he was going to hit one of the players, but skated right by him. Looks like he maybe caught a piece of him on the way by as he hit the ice, and we'll have a stoppage of play. As 3 minutes have been played so far in this third period. The score is still 3-0 for Redeemer over University of Buffalo. Shots 21-17 for the Royals. All of their 3 goals coming in the first period, with none in the second. The goal scorers in the first period were Jack Sackland, Jake Voskamp, and Ty Story. But no change in the scoreboard since then. And we'll have a penalty. Dawson Abrahams, I believe, maybe, for the partial hit he laid on the University of Buffalo player. The Royals will be back on the penalty kill. But they win the initial playoff and fire that one down. Or sorry, what do I call it? A playoff? A face-off. Fire it down the other end. Buffalo now in their own end, going the other way with number 22 in neutral ice. He's hit hard by Ty Story. Now Carson Torrey laying a hit, giving the opportunity for the Royals to send the puck down the other way. The Bulls in their own end. Torrey, some pressure for the Royals, but the player gets around him. Number 55 now into the Royal zone. A little bit of a 2-on-2. Fires a shot high and left. Comes off the glass and back in play. It's out to the point. Just gets away from number 6 as Cabral is there to poke it out of the Royals zone. That's half of the power play gone for Buffalo. Number 4 circling back in his own end. Tries to get past Jake Hackett and does. Another good move in neutral ice to get around Voskamp. He's now in the Royals zone. Has some support with him. Goes around the back of the net. Tries to find a pass in front, but maybe that just got away from him, and the Royals flip it high down the other way. Buffalo through neutral ice. Into the Royals zone. And that's a shot deflected by a stick up and over into the netting. It will be a face-off in the Royals' end. Face-off won by Buffalo. At the point, shot. It was free in front, but no one able to tuck it home. It's sent now down the other way as this penalty is about to expire. 3-2-1. Dawson Abrahams returns, but he'll sub off. And Tucker Copeland will come on the ice in his absence. Back to even strength now, 5-on-5, as that shot is well wide of the Redeemer net. It stays in the Redeemer zone. Voskamp in the corner. Has Copeland ahead of him. Gets the puck to him, but that just comes off of Copeland's stick and away from him. But he's able to keep on it. Has a couple players out in front if he tries to do so. A little behind the back pass to Voskamp, and that's probably the 5th time the net has come off. I didn't have a word for it last time. I don't have a word for it this time again. But the net was dislodged again. So we'll have a face-off in the University of Buffalo end. Or more towards neutral ice, it seems. Buffalo wins the face-off and retains possession. They'll look forward into the neutral zone. And swatted down by the Royals. But number 9 now in with one man to beat, sends it to the back post, and a goal scored. I thought maybe Carson Merson had gotten across to save it, but a nice pass towards the back post. And we have the first goal of the night for the visiting team. The University of Buffalo Bulls make this a 3-1 game, cut the lead to 2. Somewhat early on in this third period, just less than 6 minutes played so far. Just over 14 minutes left in the game as a whole. And the Bulls are making a charge late in this game to see if they can get themselves back into it.
Buffalo goal scored by number 14, Ryan Stanley. Assisted by number 9, Ryan Militello, and number 18, Robert Palma. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 48 seconds of the third period. That's Stanley from Militello and Palma.
Shot from the point by Redeemer is blocked. Kept in by Story. Ackland in the corner trying to get it. Buffalo comes away with it. Kozlowski gets it out of the Redeemer zone. Kozlowski in the Royals' end. It's fired up the boards towards Chase Brown. He played it towards center ice, but that was intercepted. Buffalo now with it. Cross ice to number 13. He has to get rid of it, but he'll get it back or not as Chase Brown comes away from that with it. But it's taken right back by number 13. He fires it into the Royals' end, into the corner. Back into the neutral zone. Buffalo's there first. Chase Brown almost getting that one off the Buffalo defender, and he would have had a breakaway, but it's Beatty for the Royals. Cross ice intended for Royals defender. It doesn't get there as number 13 now is in the zone, but it'll be whistled offside perhaps. That's the only thing that would have been called. But the faceoff is going to go all the way down to the Buffalo end, as we have 12 and a half minutes left in this third period. The score 3-1 for the Redeemer Royals over the visiting University of Buffalo State Bulls. The Royals win the draw, but the puck gets away from them, and it goes all the way back down to their own end. That one's fired cross ice, but it's Buffalo who gets on it. Number 55 will take a shot, but it's blocked by Adam Beatty. Luckily, or maybe this could have been a one-goal game if that shot went through. Controlled by Copeland, but it's poke checked away from him very quickly. And icing against the Royals. Face off in the Royals' end. I don't know if it was really won by either team, but Buffalo will come away from it. They'll have a chance at a wraparound. And kind of wrapped it around, but didn't get it. The puck back directed towards the net, and it's now Voskamp the other way for the Royals. He's poke checked. As Chase Brown is there to try and take the puck off the Buffalo player, but he gets around him very niftily. Sends the puck down the other way. Colton Knox is there. Slides into the boards. Play resumes. But it looks like Knox used his hands to corral that puck. And we'll have a whistle on the play and a face-off in front of the Royals net. 11 minutes and 23 seconds left to play in this third period. Number 22 for the Bulls with the puck, and Redeemer gets it out of their zone. Ty Story giving chase. But well played along the boards by one of the Buffalo players. This is Kozlowski for the Royals. Worked up the ice towards Chase Brown. Flips it towards Abraham. He takes that one quickly. A nice snapshot to the far post, and it goes in. Royals now leading this game 4-1 about halfway through this third period. Works well up the boards, and a nice pass in behind for Dawson Abrahams. And he knew where he had to put it. Didn't even need to look up at the net, probably. Just a quick snapshot. Top corner, top left corner. Great goal by Dawson Abrahams to give the Royals their 3-goal lead back halfway through this third period. We'll see who the assists were from in a moment. The primary assist will have been Chase Brown, I believe. Kozlowski trying to enter the zone is tripped up. And a big hit on Abrahams on the sideboards. Primary assist coming from Chase Brown, secondary assist coming from Hudson Kozlowski, and with his 7th goal of the season, as reported by our in-arena announcer, Dawson Abrahams scoring Redeemer's 4th goal of the game. The face-off in neutral ice, won by Buffalo. Cross ice pass blocked. Back in Redeemer's end. This is Colton Knox into the Buffalo zone. Takes it all the way. Had a little bit of a tight angle wrist shot left for him at the end of all of it. Got it on net, but a good save by the Bulls goalie. Pass blocked by Jake Hackett, but it still got through. Pass out in front, gets back to the point for the Bulls. It's fired on net. Looks like it hit a body on the way there, and it's Colton Knox again going the other way. A 1-on-2, or no, sorry, this is Nick Vanderweer, number 13, not number 3. It's sent back down the boards, but Jake Voskamp is there. He's hit hard along the boards, but it's kept in as ACHA DeBoer blocks it a couple of times on the boards, and he's pushed down from behind. No call on the play as the Bulls come the other way. Gets past one defender. Needed to get past 2 as the last Redeemer defender doing a nice job. That's Asher Cabral. That one's sent down the other way. If Copeland can get there first, maybe he'll have a shot at it, but the Buffalo goalie comes out of his net and plays it. I believe that was a good call. But it's flipped into Jake Voskamp in the slot. He sends that one. It's a bit high and right. Copeland tries to keep it on for the Royals, but his pass was wayward as this one goes forward to number 55. Both him and Asher Cabral hit the deck. It's cross ice. Copeland will be after it. Sent forward towards Ty Story, but it's a bit ahead of him. Buffalo will enter the zone. Number 33 going to the outside. Feeds it in front. A little tip wide of the net, but a good chance set up there by Buffalo. Story now tries to find Voskamp, but that's too far in front of him. Only 7 minutes and 15 seconds left in this third period. Kozlowski sends it forward, but Buffalo possesses it now. It's sent right back to Kozlowski as he tries to gain the zone. Nice move. He'll be in alone. Tries to lift it into the near side, but it's just wide. As Kozlowski has it again. He'll drive towards the net, get it back onto. Oh, goodness. It worked this time. Wow. Got it back to his strong side. It's only about maybe 10, 12 feet out for the net, but a nice wrist shot into the bottom corner by Hudson Kozlowski gives the Royals their 5th goal of the game and gives them their biggest lead of the game so far. 4 goals they lead by. After just doing a nifty move just a few seconds earlier and being stopped on the doorstep, or I guess missing the net, rather. Hudson Kozlowski gets the puck back and drives towards the net again. The defenseman going to the net a couple times in the matter of 30 seconds or so, gets the job done and puts another goal on the board for the Royals.
His first goal of the season, scored by number 2, Hudson Kozlowski. Hudson's goal scored at 13 minutes, 24 seconds of the 3rd period. That's Kozlowski's first of the season, unassisted at 13:24.
It's Kozlowski's first of the season, and right as we finish up announcing that one, puck falls in the slot for Hayden Fernhoot. Controlled it with his skate to steady it, and a quick snapshot into the top right corner for Hayden Fernhoot gives the Royals their 6th of the game. After seeing 3 goals in the first period, none in the second, the Royals have returned back to scoring ways and have another 3 in this 3rd period. It looked like maybe the script was going to look different as University of Buffalo scored the first goal of this period to draw the lead back to 2, but now the lead is back to 5. Less than 10 minutes later, with 6 minutes and 21 seconds to go in the 3rd period. The Royals leading the shots category 26-21. As Buffalo enters the zone, they have someone at the back post, and that's the goal will be awarded as that pass deflected off of a stick. And the net was dislodged, but it looked as though it would have gone in anyways. So the goal is awarded. That's like 3 goals in 30 seconds, maybe 45 seconds there by different teams. And now we have ourselves a 6-2 game, which, I mean, usually in the 3rd period, you think a 4-goal game is pretty wrapped up. But at the rate we're scoring, we could have another 60 goals in this 3rd period, but you know that likely won't happen. Yeah, we hadn't even announced the Royals goal before University of Buffalo came down the other way and scored themselves.
Time of the goal, 13 minutes, 39 seconds of the 3rd period. That's Fernhout from Abrahams and Brown at 13:39.
It's Fernhout with the goal, assisted by Abrahams and Chase Brown. 5 minutes and 54 seconds left with this face-off in Redeemer's End. Sent towards the net by a Buffalo player. It was wide, comes back down the boards.
Assisted by number 28, Max Torkeberg. Time of the goal, 13 minutes, 48 seconds of the 3rd period. That's Oak and from Torkeberg.
I don't have a roster sheet in the commentating booth with me, otherwise I would give you the details on who the goal scorers were for the Bulls. But they come the other way. It looks like they don't have the man advantage at the moment. Beamer will do some good defending, almost get it back out of the zone, but it stays in. It's sent back down the other way by the Royals. No icing call. Both lines will change, it seems. Colton Knox behind his net. Gets it down the boards a little bit, and it's now Voskamp with some speed. He's poke checked by number 29. Copeland after it in the corner. Doesn't get there in time. It's number 55 down the side of the boards as ACHA DeBoer tries to corral possession in neutral ice. Sent into the Royals zone. The play is onside. Cross-ice pass gets to Copeland just ahead of him. I thought he might be able to reel that one in, but unfortunately not. It's sent in by Buffalo. Only 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. We'll go all the way down to Buffalo's netminder. As that just got away from the Buffalo player. Looked like he tried to skip it around a defender, but it landed with the Royals player. But possession quickly comes back to Buffalo. Ty Story almost with a successful poke check. Shot saved by Carson Merson. That one popped up. He doesn't know where it is, but it's in a safe position, and one of his players came away with it. Tried to get it up ice, but it's back in the Royals' end. Ackland tries to get it to Story, but that pass may be a little bit too hard and fast. Shot at Morrison's popped up. Cabral's there. Cabral still with it. Gives it to Story. Dumps it in just wide of the Buffalo net. And there's a Royal there to get it. He's hit hard into the frame of the goal. And the net is dislodged, and we'll have a whistle on the play. Face off in the Royals zone. 2 minutes and 28 seconds left in this third period. The Royals lead by 4. Shot towards net. It's slowed down a couple times by a couple players, maybe trying to see if they could collect it and get a different shot off, but it's kept in. Play wave dump side. Chase Brown behind the net has it. Sends it back out to the point. One sent towards the back post. Oh, well, someone was trying to substitute just as the puck was fired down the boards, and it looks like the puck made its way into one of the benches. Stoppage of play with 1:34 left in the game. Redeemer still leading 6-2 over the University at Buffalo Bulls. Colton Knox loses his stick and gets it right back from the bench, as number 14 has it in the corner for Buffalo. Cross ice. Shot on net. Saved by Merson. And ACHA tries to get away and to the puck, but Buffalo's there first. It's sent into the Royals, and Merson is out to play it. And we've got 1 minute remaining in this game. Sent into the slot, but Redeemer intercepted it, but some good work by the number 20 for Buffalo to try and get his team another chance at possession in the Royals' end, but that clearance fanned on a little bit by the Royals player. It'll be sent back in to their zone. Beatty now behind the net, hit hard into the boards. And Beatty's taken some hits on different occasions tonight, and he's held his temper pretty good. 20 seconds left as the puck goes into the offensive end for the Royals. This is Vander Weer with Douglas out front. That pass just not accurate enough. It comes out to neutralize for the Royals. Ty Story will collect, knowing there's only 7 seconds left on the clock. We'll skate this one out behind his own net. And Redeemer will take this one. A home game on this Saturday night, 6-2 over the visiting University of Buffalo Bulls. Thank you for joining us tonight for this live stream and this action in the Upstate New York Collegiate Hockey League. We apologize for the brief video issues, but we thank you for staying with us. This will be our last action for this semester. Hope to see you again in the new year for more Redeemer Royals hockey action. But for now, myself, Jared Meyer, thank you for tuning in and have a good night.